translucent cucumbers, thousands of dead starfish, a fish that looks like it was made for an Alfred Hitchcock movie, and a rare sighting of a megalodon. Speaking of which, number 10, Megalodon. During Discovery's Megalodon documentary titled Megalodon, the Monster Shark Lives, the researchers came across what was at the time a 4-year-old video. It was a video taken in 2009 in Hawaii by a father and son fishing duo. While they were fishing, the son points to the shore and tells his dad to film it up close. Intrigued, the father and son go back to the shore. They get off their fishing boat and they take photos of this whale. Whale carcasses wash up on the shore often, but this one was different. You see, unlike other whale carcasses, this one was missing its tail, and you could see teeth marks in the flesh. Marine biologists examined the footage, and they determined that the tail was severed in just one bite. The only animal with a bite radius that big is the Meg. Number 9, translucent cucumbers. In February of 2022, a lot of these translucent, pickle-like creatures washed up on the shores of Oregon in the hundreds. Some of the people who saw them named them sea pickles. Their real name is pyrosomes, and they are translucent and bioluminescent animals that live in colonies that can stretch for about 50 feet. They also like to float freely near the surface, enjoying the warm water. However, the reason these creatures washed up on the shore doesn't tell us that ocean conditions are changing. Most of the time, these pyrosomes wash up on the shores because of ocean tides and very powerful winter storms. Number 8, ice eggs. In 2009, thousands upon thousands of these ice eggs appeared on the beach in Finland. People were worried because they thought something strange would hatch from the inside, but authorities assured locals that everything was fine. Although rare, the process by which nature makes these ice eggs is pretty straightforward. First, Mother Nature smashes that like button just like you should do if you haven't done so already. Oh no, in all seriousness, first Mother Nature will take a tiny piece of sea ice on the surface and it'll begin rolling it in the wind. The currents continue to roll the balls, and the freeing winter helps these small shards solidify into big rocks. Usually, they wash up on beaches in heaps, and even though locals were worried, nothing will hatch from these so-called eggs. Number 7, Christmas Island red crabs. Located in the Pacific Ocean close to Australia, there is a small island by the name of Christmas Island. The island is popular for its warm and tropical climate, and during the entire year, thousands of red crabs live in the forests of this island. But during their migration in late October, 40 million red crabs will get out of the forest and head to the beach to mate and spawn. While this phenomenon might seem fun for tourists, it's a hassle for locals. Officials block roads and crossing routes so they don't disturb the migration. Basically, you can use this as an excuse for being late to work. Number 6, 17-foot oarfish. In June 2015, the locals of South Catalina Island witnessed something very few people have seen before. They saw a strange creature washed up on the shore of the island, and it looked like a sea serpent. The creature measured 17 feet or 5 meters in length, and locals started taking photos with it. Not knowing what it is, marine biologists examined it and realized that this was just a simple oarfish. They can grow to an astounding length of 30 feet, but that's very rare. They live in depths of between 1,000 and 300 feet, and they can reach a weight of around 600 pounds. They are not dangerous, but they have been the inspiration behind the legend of the ancient sea serpent. Although harmless, seeing one on the shore is extremely rare. Number 5, giant squid. If you didn't feel like starfish were scary enough, how about a giant kraken-like squid? This brute washed up on the shore of Golden Bay, New Zealand. The first person to record it was a tour guide who got a text from one of his friends telling him that he and his group are in for a big surprise once they reach the beach. As soon as they arrived, their eyes were immediately drawn to the giant 13-foot squid laying in the sand. The tourists immediately started taking pictures with it, and the tour guide even posted photos of the beast on Facebook, saying, quote, With 3 hearts, the largest eye in the animal kingdom, and a parrot-like beak designed for ripping flesh, the giant squid is a cephalopod to behold. This specimen was found on our farewell spit tour on Friday. Our lucky passengers enjoyed a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to witness one of the true mysteries of the deep. Strangely enough, we should tell you that this was just a baby. Giant squids, who live at depths of around 3,300 feet or 1,000 meters, can grow to lengths of up to 50 feet. They are found in every corner of the world because they've washed up on many different shores across the globe. Number 4. Whale explosion. This is a giant whale carcass that's about to smash that subscribe button just like you should do if you haven't already. But no, seriously now, it's a whale carcass that's about to burst. The reason the stomach of this whale that washed up on a beach in Canada is so large is because the bacteria that are inside its gut are releasing methane gas. The gas is trapped inside the body, and over time, with no way to release it, the whale's body will blow up. When the whale was still floating on the water, tourists from all over Canada flocked to see this phenomenon, stimulating local businesses. Number 3. Thousands of starfish. What you see on the floor of this beach are thousands upon thousands of dead starfish. They washed up on the shores of Ramsgate Main Sands in eastern England. The culprit behind this so-called starfish genocide was Mother Nature herself. The storm, known as the Beast from the East, swept across the UK and killed a lot of ocean life by freezing the shallow waters near the beach. While some were saddened by this sighting, almost everyone was shocked to see mounds of starfish at the beach. Number 2. Goliath grouper. During the red tide in Tampa Bay, Florida, a microscopic alga named Karenia brevis multiplies out of control and begins releasing toxins into the water. These toxins affect the central nervous system, and anything inside the water dies off. As a result, during the 2021 red tide event, about 500 tons of dead fish were collected from the water near Tampa. The situation got so bad that even 2 Goliath groupers were killed. The locals had no problem helping clean up the fish from the water, but to remove the giant fish, they had to employ heavy machinery. Number 1. Football fish. One of the strangest looking fish washed on the shore of a beach in Southern California. A fisherman was walking across the beach when he saw a strange, puffy black fish with needle-like teeth and something sticking from its head. But that wasn't the last of it. A few months down the road, another such fish washed up on the shore, and then a third one. Something was happening to these strange deep-sea fish, and scientists had to find out why. First of all, we should tell you that this is a football fish, a rare subspecies of anglerfish. These fish are very poor swimmers. They live in ocean depths of thousands of feet, surrounded by total darkness, and the water at that level is usually freezing. They are so rare that only 31 of these football fish have been captured by humans since they were first discovered in the 1900s. While some people became alarmed and thought that global warming was the culprit, scientists assure us that it's completely natural. The real reason this fish washed up on the shore could have something to do with ocean currents or a very successful breeding season for the football fish. Or maybe it was just a stroke of luck. Whatever it may be, it's likely that we'll never see any of these fish again on the shore. Check out these videos next!